Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Sister Sister Conversations. In this episode, my sisters and I sit down and chat. Unfortunately, the sound and the microphone were not the best quality. So, while watching this episode, be sure to turn up the volume as high as it goes. I hope you enjoy.
What event in your life has had the most significant impact on you?
Wow. Jeez. I'll go first since I wrote the questions. If you guys can think about it, because I've thought about it. Okay. I would say I actually had two that are like neck and neck, and one was, of course, in the ER, and I'm going into anaphylactic shock, and I just remember thinking like, wow, I'm gonna die, and I did nothing with my life. And I like started crying, and I know everyone else was like, you're gonna be okay, because obviously I'm in anaphylactic shock, and I just was terrified that I lived a life where I was just sick. And then the other significant moment in my life was trying to resuscitate Dad, because again, like, life is so precious, and so it's like, be really intentional with what you have, because it goes really quick. And like, I was blessed, but then I also am like, what I value and hold and cherish, I couldn't bring back, you know? And so those two like stick out in my mind on a consistent basis. And just, I think that's part of the reason that I have such a passion and desire to live life and to be intentional with the people that I spend time with, and, you know, just value. And so, and they're like, they really are neck and neck.
Wow. Yeah, that was. I think there probably would be two. I think Dad passing away was very impactful because you do like valuing quality family time, and really that you never know when the last time you could talk to someone was. Because last time I talked to Dad was Saturday. I just doing the like key leader or something like that. I was a ambassador around campus over the summer, so I was like taking groups in to like see their teachers and like counseling and stuff. So I had just taken them in to see the counselors. We had like a 2-hour break in between drop them off and pick them up, and we talked for that entire 2 hours, just chatting about, I don't know, life, random things. And then I was like, all right, Dad, love you, I'll call you back. He's like, all right, baby girl, love you too. And then that was the last time I talked to him, and then the next morning you get the phone call. But you know, like, I should have called him back later in the day, and I didn't, you know, and maybe the conversation would have been short and really nothing significant, or maybe we would have kept talking for another couple hours. I don't know. But I think it changed your perspective on family and time with family and who you choose to invest in, and that whole, like, I'll call you back. Will you really call them back? And when you wake up and you're like, oh, I haven't talked to this person, well, I'm definitely calling them. I think the other one was this deployment this summer to Iraq. Not very good experience, would never go back. But every deployment and every time you travel, I think it changes your perspective on life. And like, traveling is the greatest teacher. And this deployment really taught me first world problems are truly first world problems. And there's so many other big issues in the world that the little things that bother you, you really can just let that go, and not dwell on, you stole my charger, or, you know, my laptop isn't working, or like when you see people that are just like going off on like anyone in the customer service, and you're just like, why would you do that? So I think that changed my perspective on just life in general. Like, there's a very big world out there with a lot of other problems, and we should be grateful for what we have. So it's like, you two had really good ones, I have nothing.
I'm trying to think, man. I've got a few more years to like sift through. I mean, you know, Dad's passing for sure. For the reasons that you both said, because life is short. You don't know how long anybody has.
Do I share any weird talents or tricks with anyone else in the family?
I don't know, because we all kind of decided we're not talented.
Or tricks.
I honestly don't know. Sharing talents or tricks with anyone in the family.
I'm very organized. And I get that from my dad. It's my mom's side. I don't think Dad
I guess
was
that's a
very
talent.
organized.
No,
Yeah.
Brandon and Dad
Yeah,
have the same
no.
filing system.
Like Dad would have me come to his office regularly just to like organize it. So, yeah, I'll take that. That's a talent.
Mm-hmm. A gift. I guess Brandon and I share like a charisma. We're able just to talk to
Mhm.
people.
If you ever need a hype man, it's you and Brandon. That is true.
I will hype you up with the right things. Now, if you're acting a fool, I will fade into the background. Oh, yeah, that I do not. I really don't know.
Who do you share a talent with?
That one I don't know.
I feel like you and Mom with like your nurturing, like personality, like caring personality.
Yeah.
Mom's a little more like she is more soft on the outside and soft on the inside. You're more hard on the outside and soft on the inside. So
I think you're more like Dad though. When you're compassionate and you give a lot, but you also don't act a fool.
Yeah, it's like from a distance until you're like, okay, come on.
Okay. There you have it.
What is the one thing that has changed the most about your siblings as he or she has become older?
You're taller. You guys still look the same. Like you both
you're taller.
Oh my god.
You're a little bit taller, but
wow, the shade.
I still think you're probably about the same height and weight, truly.
You guys look the same.
Oh, thanks.
That has changed the most. I think you have become more patient and compassionate.
Yes, I was gonna say nicer.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Definitely.
I agree.
Yeah. Now I like to hang out with you. Before I was like, no, thank you.
Yeah. I agree.
No, and it's fine now. Like, look, time heals all wounds, but
Right.
yeah,
Like. Oh.
okay. Yeah.
Well, what about Crystal though?
I don't. Like I said, Vanessa nicer. Lauren. I can't say taller. I don't know.
Wow.
I can't say because like we were. I don't know. I was younger than you, same height. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to think about that because I don't. You seem the same to me. You know, like. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you seem just to have the same personality and everything. Like you look the same. So.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay.
Thanks for watching the third part to episode 3 of Sister Sister Conversations. Stay tuned. There will be more topics that we will discuss, and we will see you in the next episode.